Mais c'est pas grave. Oula, le vent haut. Oula la 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 la. Ah, falloir gérer le paramètre de vent haut. Bon, tant que ça charge, hein, j'ai le temps de me faire une clope. Hein. Avec le vent là, enfin gérer, il y a des trous qui sont chauds des fois ici.
Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Well, they've got the lead and there is a significant chasing
pack. Je sais pas s'il a passé le cut, il était à la limite, donc je sais pas, j'ai pas fait gaffe.
What's going on behind him? They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push.
18 km/h.
But right now, out in front,
est-ce que je passe de l'autre côté? Je suis pas sûr.
And keep that in their sights.
Can't wait to see what unfolds.
Je vais tenter le coup quand même. Si je vais dans le rough, j'irai dans le rough.
And let's see if she can set the tone for a good day.
Ah, ça a failli passer.
Come on, you're better than that. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at a little over 140 yards.
On va se replacer tranquille.
Getting ready to play their third.
C'est un par 5 donc ça va.
Yeah, that one will play. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. their start.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place.
Tiger Woods deuxième.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
C'est une pipelette dans ce tournoi, lui, là, il arrête pas de causer.
Tiger Woods' career, just epic shot after epic shot. What was the best shot you ever saw Tiger hit?
We were playing in 2002 in the Grand Slam of Golf over in Hawaii. Justin Leonard, Davis Love, Tiger, and myself. And we, on the second day, wind's blowing at a pretty good clip on the par 5. I think it was number 7. And you had to bust 2 shots to get there. Nobody, I mean, it was nearly impossible. And in fact, it was impossible 3 out of the 4 of us to get it home in 2. Well, Tiger gets up there on this par 5 the second day. And he's already leading by like and he drills one right down the middle. I lay up with a 3-wood. That's how hard it's blowing. I lay up with a 3-wood to about 70, 80 yards. And this little green is a little peninsula. It kind of goes from left to right, a little bit of a fade if you're a right-handed player, with water on the front part of the green, and the pins over in the back right. And he gets up there and smokes driver off the deck into about a 25-mile-an-hour
Allez, tais-toi un peu, là.
about 6 feet away. And I look over at my caddy and I go, is this for real? I mean, are you sure that we're not in a video game right now? Because that's just not possible. I mean, it literally, the second shot off
Regardez, ça, il est en train de parler depuis le début, ça s'arrête plus.
and traveled about 270 into the wind. And the ball just kind
Oh là 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 là.
seemingly just about 20 feet off the ground, just hung there. And kept hanging, kept hanging, kept hanging, and fell right exactly where he wanted it to. It was unbelievable. And at that moment in
Il arrête
time,
pas, hein.
you kind of sit there and look at yourself on the inside and you go, whew, I don't have that shot, and I don't even know how to make up
Oh
for
la
a
vache.
shot like that I don't have. You just knew that you're just kind of sitting there watching something that nobody else in the game.
Tu t'arrêtes quand, monsieur, là? Ah, ça y est. Oh, bah, Dieu. Putain. 3 minutes. On est en train de causer, là.
Wonderfully played. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Chosen the pitching range here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see
Dans
if
le
it was
club
the
de
right
3, je
call.
crois. Elle est montée dans un club de
That
3.
should set up another chance.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
This has a real chance.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
What an amazing putt from way out.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Opting for the 3-wood. Whoa, down there, horsey.
Un petit peu fort, dommage. C'était pas mal, la trajectoire était bonne. Ouais, je m'en vais loin.
Seemed to lose the handle.
Pardon les gens.
Trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
This would be a great up and down. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for par.
They're nicely holed.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Now 2 shots up after that one.
Diaco qui se montre.
Here we are at the 5th hole. The tee is yours.
The fairway does run out about
Ah
310
là, par
yards
contre, le vent,
off
il
the
est pas
tee,
bien. Je
and
peux pas
players
passer de
are
l'autre côté.
not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close. That dog will hunt.
It's a lovely visual of the green. Always nice being above the hole. Come on, get down.
Encore un club de trop.
She's found the green on this approach. And he's down there. You got a read?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Putain. Ah, je suis court du coup.
Go to your home ball.
Ah,
Go to your home.
putain.
Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
J'ai été court sans mon timing.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left. They all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
La touche la branche. Attends, on va faire un truc, hein.
Going with the 6-iron here.
joli.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Justin Thomas, il a même pas passé le cut.
What a putt, started this perfectly.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. Stop if you've heard this before. Tiger is coming off a birdie on his last hole, and that will take him to 1 off the lead. This hole here is a par 4.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back
Ah,
down
j'avais dans le
towards the
bunker.
hole.
Mais
You
ferme
will have
ta
a
gueule un
downhill
peu, le
putt,
commentateur,
but
là,
it's probably coming up short.
putain. Voilà, tais-toi, là, mets-en VE, c'est bon. Fais comme tes coéquipiers, tes collègues, eux, ils parlent pas tout le temps. L'autre, il est... un débit de parole, le gars, quoi, sans déconner. Il s'arrête jamais.
Oh, well played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's 15 feet away, and guys, I think she likes this. Tweet, tweet, this is for 2 birdies.
This is on a great line.
Ah,
A par putt on the table.
il part.
Okay, let's head to the next. And now we have this player currently sharing top spot on the leaderboard with the legendary Tiger Woods. We've reached the 8th hole. The tee is yours.
Ah, allez, si, je pense que je peux passer par là. C'est quand même mieux. Ah, j'ai pas eu le bon kick, fait chier.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it?
Ça va, si des petits
Setting up
refs.
in the first cut. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Ah, j'aurais dû mettre du speed. Faut arrêter la balle.
Yeah, nicely played. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Il en manque. Ah! Aïe aïe aïe, elle va être difficile la journée.
Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
This is what they have left for par here.
That's pretty tidy.
Bon, ça sent le
That's a
par.
good putt for par. You'll take it.
Bon, je m'en sors plutôt pas mal quand même avec le vent très très haut.
She finds herself in a share of the lead. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out. Over 300 yards from the tee as well. That's pretty solid.
Going with the 8-iron here. That got a little out of control, I think.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
And down she goes.
Oh, gotta love it. Chip it in for birdie. Nothing better.
Moments like that deserve another look.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
And with that, she's now the sole leader in the event.
Alexis, t'es où? Elle a du mal, Alexis, avec mon bruit de vent.
This par 4 might be in order.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There is no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flag stick.
Top.
However,
Non, on va
hitting it there
redescendre.
is
Fais
nearly
chier.
impossible. A keen short game
Dommage,
is
c'était un joli coup.
absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Time for the second shot at the 10th.
Je sais pas c'est qui parle autant là, mais il est chiant. C'est Rick Bim ou quoi?
That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Judging it beautifully.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
Jordan
Getting their groove
Spieth.
She's in a share of top
Ah,
spot.
Roger Sloan là qui est pas loin.
This
Je vais me
hole is
battre
a
avec
par
lui, je pense.
5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to
C'est lui
enjoy
là
being
qui arrête
in
pas de s'arrêter, qui s'arrête pas de causer.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 11th.
Ouais, vicieux le drapeau. Ça va, c'est pas si mal.
Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. Putting for an eagle.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Le putt doit pas être évident du tout. Bah tu loupes ton putt, blabla où tu te retrouves. Ah, il manquait pas grand chose. Ça va, je m'en vais pas trop loin. Arrête-toi! Ah, la saleté. Elle continue à descendre la baballe. Ah non! Non! Ah!
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Bon, c'est pour le birdie,
This
ça
is
va.
their look at birdie.
Et puis il est moins difficile que l'autre d'avant.
Go in. That'll help your scorecard. Well hold. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
And he's down there.
She's looking at maybe 155 or so, I'd say here. As she puts some muscle behind that, wow.
That's a pretty handy shot. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. This one has eyes for the hole. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula.
Tiens, quand il se met à parler, il arrête jamais, lui. Hein. C'est un truc de fou.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards. Launched that one into space. Wow.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Et qu'est-ce que tu fous là? T'es même pas dans le cut. Ça, c'est un petit défaut du jeu. Il m'accompagne alors qu'il joue pas. Bouffon.
Henny, you've had the chance to
Les
have a look
rivaux, vous
over
êtes
this
tous des
one.
bouffons de toute façon.
Straight
Avec
back
Lexi qui a été
up
bien.
this hill. Can be firm here.
Ça va à rien du tout.
Rolling end over end. This
Oh,
putt's
il en manque un
great.
peu. Ah, flûte.
And this one is for her par. And that puts her in first place. This hole is a par 3.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Ah, c'est Luc qui parle tout le temps comme ça. Est-ce que je prends un club au-dessus? Non, c'est mon fer 5, j'ai du mal à le diriger. On va plutôt prendre celui-là. Celui-là, je l'aime bien ce club.
Opting for the 6 iron.
Allez, roule, 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 roule. Ah, dommage.
That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th. Sets up a chance for birdie.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Yes, they've made it.
Comme ça, c'est notre trick beam. C'est Luc qui parle comme un tout le temps. Hein.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
Ah, Brooke qui se remontre. Lexi, elle doit pas être très loin.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight up
Ouais, il
hill
doit
or
présenter
straight
les
down.
trous et tout,
This
parce
is the
qu'il
most
est
difficult
chiant
green
lui.
on the golf
Putain,
course by a long
je comprends
margin.
rien en anglais en
If you
plus.
see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway.
Il s'arrête
but I
jamais.
fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Parce que ça donnerait les commentaires en
Good shot
français.
there.
Ça doit faire
What kind of
bizarre.
shot are they facing here, Henny?
Gotta make sure to control the flight here because the wind was straight into their face.
Looks to have chosen the 7 iron.
Un petit peu trop, j'ai trop raccourci. J'ai mal réglé mon coup là. Ouais.
Yep, give yourself a
C'était
pat
le
on
bon
the
club,
back.
mais j'ai très mal réglé le coup. Justine, qu'est-ce que tu fous là, je t'ai dit? Tu dois être au clubhouse en train de me regarder jouer, au lieu de
Scorecard filled with
m'accompagner.
threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Ou même rentrer chez toi. Vu que t'as pas passé le cut.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Ah, il en manque un peu. Je l'avais augmenté un peu, mais ça n'a pas suffi.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
And there it is. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Ah voilà, là, Alexis. Moins 31.
Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole in one.
It's an island green. if you can believe that. It's surrounded by
Ça va, j'ai bien avancé malgré le
I
vent quand
think
même.
this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only
Oui,
about
tout est joué.
160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center
Il est
and the
tout
front
petit.
of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly
Ça paraît
impossible.
trop ça. Ah, c'est marrant ça. Ça va. C'était pas l'autre green là-bas où on jouait le trou avant les 2 premiers jours? Ouais, j'avais pas fait attention dans les 2 premiers jours qu'il y avait un petit green ici.
Chosen the pitching range here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Ah, c'était pas mal. Top, top, top.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Oh, good look at birdie here.
Ah, je suis court sur mon timing, ça va pas aller dedans. Ah là là, mon timing foiré. Ah. Bon bah ça sera le
Was
par.
that a bit of a miss strike?
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. And
Et
that makes
égalité
it
avec
in a
Jordan.
share of first. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it
Lui sur
wrong,
le drapeau au
however,
début de
you
green.
could have some issues.
Léger effet. Oh, qui pousse. Ah, j'ai peur de me prendre le vibreur. Quand en Formule 1. Moi. La bunker. Voilà,
Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough.
il fallait mettre plus sur le côté. Ouais, c'était pas évident du tout ce trou. Et dans le sable.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
Wonderful play, guaranteed birdie.
This one just outside 7
Garantie
feet to the hole.
birdie qu'il a dit. Et si je loupe, je m'en vais encore. Oh là là. Bon, ça va, il est largement faisable à mettre, mais quand même.
Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker.
Ça va, je m'en sors bien avec le vent fort quand même.
Nicely done.
Le vent haut. Ça fait une petite journée à moins 7, moins 8. Dernier trou maintenant. Toujours en tête d'un tout petit point.
Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from
Ouais,
the
il présente
players,
le
not
second
towards them,
shot,
even though
green,
the
machin
second shot
chose.
is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
She's looking at 135 from the flagstick. Had a fantastic drive.
Je sais qu'il accélère lui quand il atterrit. Le gap wedge. On va le garder celui-là quand même. Ouais. Ah. On sort du green.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Wonderful effort.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Bah ça va, j'ai fait une bonne journée malgré le vent très très haut. Bah pas très très haut, mais haut. Imagine en tempête, bah, c'est même pas la peine. Avec les pointes de vent à 40 km/h, là, ouah, ça doit être chaud. Je suis content de ma journée. Pas un bogey en plus. Ça aurait été quand même assez chaud à des moments.
Well, Rich, this is exciting. Out in front with a round to go, but the
Une journée à
margin's
combien?
And this
Ah,
player
moins 11, c'est pas mal.
cannot afford to not make birdies tomorrow. They're going to have to continue the good play
2 petits
in
points
order to
d'avance
keep the chasing pack
avant la
happy.
dernière journée que je vais faire
Well, another
bientôt.
great day
Tout de
of
suite
action
même.
here at 2K
Après ma
Sports.
clope.
On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
Et les greens, ils étaient comment? Moyen. Vitesse de green moyen. Fairway normal, green normal. Nuageux. Ça va, 19-2. J'ai pas perdu en handicap. Et il doit y avoir un petit peu moins de vent, je pense. On va voir. Ah, il n'y a pas de vent bas. Le vent, il est bas. Et c'est parti pour la 4e et dernière journée.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the
Ouais, on
schedule.
connaît.
Today's coverage is
On va
about to
couper.
start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth, and Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Well, let's set up for an exciting event.
Ah
Can't
merde,
wait to
faut pas
get
se
into
raccourci
this.
le drive.
That's not a best. Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Game of the 7.
Ah, j'ai pas assez décalé par la pente au pied. Mais ça va, j'ai de la chance quand même. Hop,
Not able to
c'est bon.
find the green in two, but a bold play.
It was going to take two mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
She's currently in first position. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Ah,
This one might roll into the rough.
Je m'en sors bien.
Should be pleased with that one. That's a good strike.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Looking great now.
Oh,
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This
Oh,
is
ça dépassait
important.
mal mon
Big
réglage.
par putt here.
Ooh, nice line. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. She's currently sitting in first place. Here we are at the third. The tee is yours. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. That might be one club too many. That's nicely done. What's in front of them, Henny?
She's looking at just over 12 foot here.
And with it, she's going to extend the lead on the field.
Setting the tone early in this round.
And with that hole finished, they're currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard, just ahead of Lexi Thompson.
eh oui. Je sais pas, c'est parce que j'ai pris une femme que les femmes elles sont toujours bien.
This is a spectacular par 3.
Tout le temps en train de me battre contre elle, c'est ça qui est marrant.
That moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of
Je
the
sais pas si
green.
c'est pareil
If
quand
they
on a
can
un
do
mec, faudra
that,
que je
they've
demande
got
à
an
Mike.
opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Dommage. On va sortir. Ah, bah, je
This
le
would be a
raccourcis
great
pas
up and down
encore
from this
plus.
spot. Oh, wow, Rich, how
Pas
good
de
was that?
problème.
Nicely done. Great chip.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead.
2 petits points d'avance sur Lexi.
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot.
Là, je passe de l'autre côté sans problème.
Downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Second shot here on the 5th. Well, this one's right at the pin. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure.
C'est ça. Ah,
How
dommage.
good was that?
Yes, got to think that's a certain birdie from there.
Yeah, you'll take that. Good birdie. Still in the lead now after that hole.
Même Brooke, regarde, elle est encore là. C'est du Diaco, je trouve, qui est tout le temps à la traîne.
Coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
2-3 femmes qu'il y a dans le jeu.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left. They all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Setting up
Je
miles
suis
from the
court
hole.
sur le
She's got a
tir.
great look at
J'aurais dû
birdie
prendre mon
here.
fer 5 alors. Peut-être prendre autre chose qu'un fer 5, moi je vais voir ce qu'il y a en distance. Là. Ouais, je vois rien. Putain, je peux même pas baisser la caméra. Oh là là. Moi je vois un peu la ligne. Pourquoi je peux pas baisser la caméra? On va voir avec le trait. Je voyais pas trop la ligne là. Je la voyais au début mais... Un petit peu fort ça.
Big chance here.
Mais ça passe.
Beauty. What a putt. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Quel ralenti de merde. 14 mètres quand même. Bon, j'enregistre pas, il est pourri de ralenti. Tu vois ta joueuse le plus que tu vois la balle arriver dans le trou. Hein. GT Poston. Poston, je sais pas comment ça se dit. Il est bien placé lui, donc la fait d'escape.
Comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into
Ah, j'aurais dû mettre plus à droite. C'est l'autre là, ferme ta gueule, putain. Je me déconcentre. Regarde, il arrête pas de causer quand il se met à parler, lui, il est chiant. Putain, c'est la pipelette du groupe, lui. Hein. Sans déconner. J'aurais dû prendre 2 clubs au-dessus, en fait. Je suis sur le green quand même, mais... Ah non, je suis pas sur le green, c'est un chip, je suis sur le bord du green.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Ouais, Alexis, elle est jamais loin à chaque fois. Ça fait rire, ça. Celle de mon adversaire, en fait, de tout le long de la saison, ça va être elle. Toujours bien placée. Ça a été ma meilleure rivale depuis le début.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Time for the second shot at the 8th. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Oh, she's going rogue. Bit of extra club, gone against the caddy's advice. Let's see.
Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
Voilà, pour l'instant, c'est GT quand même. GT.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not.
Eh, oh, il est reparti. Ah, blablabla, 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 blablabla.
Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Oh là là, quand il se met à parler, il met du temps à s'arrêter, lui. Hein. Punaise. Oula, qu'est-ce que c'est que ce lag? Quel lag de merde.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one started out on a good line. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to
Allez,
play.
Alexis, passe devant GT. Et Brooke qui est pas loin derrière.
You're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
We've reached the beginning of the back 9. The tee is yours at the 10th.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it.
On va
Players
tenter.
most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal
Ah, c'est
spot
pas
they can
assez.
hit it,
Ouais.
no matter
Je vais
where
mettre
they
plus
put
de
the
l'autre
flag
côté.
stick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make
On
birdie
a
here.
attaqué, ça n'a pas marché, c'est pas
Here we are,
grave.
Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table, the chance to go back to back. Just how big would that
Il
be?
faut pas louper ton chip
Obviously
ou tu te retrouves de
massive,
l'autre
but I'm
côté.
very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the second week in a row. Impressive.
How close was
Et
that to
voilà,
going
je vais
down?
me retrouver de l'autre côté. Voilà, je l'avais dit. Il est très difficile ce trou, je trouve.
This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green.
Bon, je vais essayer d'avoir le birdie. Autrement, j'aurai le par, c'est pas grave. Pas de
Wow.
problème.
That was handy holding out from there.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
And it's time to recap that play.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in first place, just ahead of Lexi Thompson.
Voilà, Alexis est passé devant. Et je vais encore me battre avec elle jusqu'au bout. Bon, elle a 2 trous derrière moi par contre, devant moi.
Time to tee off on the 11th.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
She's a top quality player, this one. 4 victories so far this season.
Tu me parles d'une victoire de la saison. Je suis pas encore fini. Hein. Il a fumé lui. Oh les lags qu'il y a, c'est un truc de fou.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion.
Qu'est-ce que tu fous là, je t'ai
Two
dit,
big
toi,
hits there,
Justine.
knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Careful not to leave this
La
one
jolie
short.
pente au début.
It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Jolie petite bosse. Ouais, je vais pas passer celle-là. Faut que j'en mette plus. Ah, j'en ai eu un petit peu de trop.
It'll be a good result. I know it didn't go down, but it's just a tap in awaits. And with that hole finished, they're currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard, just ahead of Lexi Thompson. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side.
Non, c'est rugby ou Charles Park, je sais pas c'est qui parle
Once you're in the
tout le
fairway,
temps.
though, your second shot is to a green
Il a
that's
dit Luc, donc c'est
really
Rick qui
not
parle.
as big as it
C'est
should be
rugby
for
qui
such a
parle tout le
long
temps
hole.
comme ça.
And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because
Blah, 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 blah.
watch everybody butcher this hole.
Ça y est, t'as fini?
Opting for the 9-iron.
She's absolutely smoked both that shot and
Eh,
looking
au
to
moins
smoke
Amy elle est
Justin
bien,
Thomas
elle parle
too in this
tranquillement,
rivalry.
et pas tout le temps.
A birdie putt awaits.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Hey, that's a chance. You just keep building a bigger advantage. Well played. Now 4 shots up after that hole.
Ouais, je prends mes petites avances quand même là. Hein.
You've arrived at a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there.
Il va parler pendant tout le long du tour, dis donc.
Probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh là là, quand il se tait, lui, qu'est-ce que ça fait du bien. Bah, il fait son travail, hein, mais quand même.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Allez, va dedans. Roule. Allez, roule. Ah, dommage.
Almost went in. Lovely effort that. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Du, 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 du.
Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
Ah, j'ai pris mes distances. Hein. Ah, je suis en train de réfléchir si je vais pas augmenter encore l'IA.
All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
C'est quand même assez serré les
This one
tournois,
looks to be
mais...
on a pretty good line.
Ah, dommage encore.
Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
5 points d'avance.
And they'd
Ça
be
sent bon
feeling
la
more
victoire, ça.
confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain momentum.
Ah.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Ah, passer sur le côté.
That's a high quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her. 14-footer.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
This one's online. Beautiful shot.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Leading by 5 shots after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Ouah, j'étais pas loin encore.
Wow, what a shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. Here she goes again, making putt after putt. The lead just keeps extending. Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in first place, just ahead of Lexi Thompson.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honor on the hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
They're thinking of going for this one, guys.
Début de green, c'est pas mal. Elle va démarrer la bobole. Léger effet comme ça. Léger, je dis pas trop. Ah dommage, elle a eu un deuxième rebond pas terrible. Comment elle partait bien. Alors, t'étais parti où? T'étais au petit coin?
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
J'aurais dû me rester sur le coup en fait.
Tap this in for birdie. Our current leader is enjoying a 6
Bon bah ça fait une victoire de plus, hein. On va monter l'IA, hein. Je commence à m'ennuyer un peu là. Les 3 premiers jours sont assez serrés, mais c'est après quoi. Ouais, je pense que je vais augmenter un petit peu.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Huge tee shot there, Luke. What a display of power.
Pas que je m'ennuie, c'est que j'adore ce jeu, mais là je commence à un petit peu trop me balader et ça me plaît un peu moins.
That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last. What are we looking at for this putt, Henning?
Setting up this putt
Au bout d'un moment,
9
il
feet from the
craque.
cup.
Il craque les gens. Et là, peut-être pour la victoire. Une coupe de plus.
Looking better.
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the
Voilà,
Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera.
sur 7 tournois, j'en ai gagné 4. Bon, au début, c'est normal, ma joueuse n'était pas forte, mais maintenant qu'elle est forte, la joueuse, faut que j'augmente, hein. Je suis obligé. Autrement, je vais me balader tout le temps et ça va être chiant. Eh, belle photo avec ma coupe. Ah,
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back to
et une coupe de plus dans l'armoire. Et hop, dans la vitrine. C'était un bon tournoi, mais c'est dommage. Dernière journée, ils ont craqué un peu quand même, ceux qui étaient derrière. C'était super serré au début. Quand même gagné de 7 points. Hein. Ah, c'est Brooke qui a fini deuxième, Alexis troisième. Ah, j'ai pas encore fini avec Justin. Eh oui, même pour passer le cut, t'as pas honte. Putain, c'est un truc de fou les rivaux. Les rivaux, pardon. Bon, allez, monter l'IA. Hein. Ils étaient comment les greens? Ouais, moyen, comme tout à l'heure. Ouais, ouais. C'est un quoi ça? C'est un hybride ou un bois? Ah mais j'ai peur à chaque fois que je veux changer mes clubs, ça fout le bordel. C'est trop chiant. Oh, il est pas mal le putt. Il a une drôle de gueule, mais il est pas mal. Peut-être le prendre, je verrai. Des balles Callaway. Ah, j'ai gagné le joli t-shirt. Ah, 2 jolis t-shirts. Une autre casquette. Un bob. Un gant. Des sous. Encore des sous. J'ai gagné plein de choses, dis donc. Alors je vais mettre les t-shirts là. Ils sont beaux en plus. Non, pour l'instant je refuse tout. J'ai pas fini avec les autres. Alors le prochain rival, Xander Schauffele. Et hop. Qu'est-ce qu'on gagne? Sa casquette Adidas et ses chaussures Adidas. Ok. Franchement, ça a été elle la meilleure. Les autres, pas terrible. Hein. Ouais, j'augmente l'IA, je vais le faire devant vous. Pas de beaucoup, mais je... Faut pas que j'abuse de trop, autrement je vais perdre que des branlés. Faut que je l'augmente un petit peu. Un peu partout là. Je vais monter 2 ici, 2 là, 2 là. Ok. Bon allez, sur ce, je vais vous laisser, puis je vous dis à la prochaine pour le prochain tournoi. J'ai pas fait gaffe, c'est lequel? C'est lequel? À Emery Beach Club, le Northern Shore Open. Ah, je crois qu'il y a un trophée à gagner ici. Je verrai bien. Allez, ciao à tous. Bye bye.